second guest to ever appear on The View, and back then you said you didn't know how you felt about all the estrogen.
We didn't know whether we even stay in the air, so it's a big
there are pillows everywhere, and so I came on and said, I know this is a world run by women because there's pillows everywhere. I just decorated an apartment with my wife, and there's like all these extra pillows. I only have one head. We have 90 pillows.
Because we love pillows, Michael, but really, what made you say yes to coming on the show?
I mean, Barbara, and she has marked some of the biggest moments of my life. I mean, associated with you.
Well, you know, one of the biggest moments of your life was in 1998. You had sat down with Barbara, and you revealed for the very first time that you were living with Parkinson's.
It was such a big deal.
That was a big deal because
very brave.
He had never talked about it with anybody. We have a little bit of a clip here.
You don't consider this a tragedy?
Not by any stretch of the imagination. It's my life. It's my life, and my life is so filled with positives and so filled with blessings and so filled with things that I wouldn't trade for anything in the world.
Why have you now told people about this disease?
I would say the first reason is that it's been such a part of my life for a long time, and I wanted to just chart my own path and live one day at a time. The other part of it was also wanting to destigmatize it in a way, and to just say, you know, yes, someone you know is dealing with this.
When you sat down, Michael, when you sat down and talked to Barbara about that, how difficult was it to talk to Barbara?
Well, I mean, it was easy to talk to Barbara, which is the reason I did it with Barbara. And to this day, I'll have you know that I do this. When I speak, I say to people, I speak for certain groups, and I say when I decided to disclose the illness that I talked to Barbara Walters, I said, if you want to get a secret out, tell Barbara Walters. Because the world will know.
A dubious distinction.
Oh, no.
Michael, as you know, my boyfriend, Richard Perry, he's been living with Parkinson's for 10 years. And your foundation, the Michael J. Fox Foundation, has done such amazing things. How close are we to a cure?
Well, I wish I could say we're very close to a cure, but what we're very close to is finding out what causes the condition, and that's it. You can't find a cure until you find a cause, and no one was working on that to the extent that we are. We're finding out. We're working on finding a biomarker, which will be a great thing to diagnose because now to diagnose a disease, it literally is you do a drunk test. You do a test, and if you fail it and you suspect of having Parkinson's, it's an indicator that you have it. But there's no diagnostic tool.
What is a biomarker?
A biomarker can be anything. It can be blood. It can be a gene. It can be just something that we can find and pinpoint and say, yes, you are going to have Parkinson's.
Oh, I'm so grateful.
And then we can test. We can target drugs and treatments and so I mean, when we first started, we said we want to have a cure, and we do want to have a cure, but there's a lot of grunt work to be done, and a lot of science is missing. Is finding out what doesn't work.
Right.
And we know that works.
Oh, sorry, Barbara. I just heard. Well, I was curious because you took on a weekly show to do every. I mean, you're working every day. You're on television doing a full show. What happened? You thought, oh, I know what I can do. I'm not doing enough trying to, help people with Parkinson's. I'm not doing enough. I'm going to do a weekly television show.
It was an admittedly weak moment. And then the show was on for a year, and it got canceled. But I found something out. If you want to hide from the FBI, go on Thursday nights on NBC.
That is a quote. Oh, Joey. I love it.
No one will find you. but no, seriously, it was a good experience, and I'm actually doing a lot of episodes of The Good Wife. Which,
Yes.
Tracy, I adore.
And
We
she loves you
interviewed
too.
her. Yeah, and she's doing a cookbook
Yeah,
for the whole family. Are you the guinea pig?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the guinea pig. I'm the beneficiary of these great meals. That when she wrote the cookbook, they had to test all the recipes. So I was just like, bring it on.
Congratulations. 25 years you've been married to her.
Yes.
I'm so grateful to finally meet you. Please keep doing the